John Liberty, welcome today in HonklerHangout. It's the 3rd of March. I am, of course, still Liberlander Yoshi Livo, streaming 20 miles out of Liberland soil. You are my guest today because we spoke in the last year, although it was not on the HonklerHangout stream. It was a great conversation, and I would love to hear more about what has been going on since then. I remember you mentioning a couple of coins, and I've been looking at them. They've been going through the roof. So you must have had a great month because last time we spoke, I believe, was early February, so it's not too long ago. But can you tell us a little bit what are you doing? Who are you? Because the Honkler Hangout people don't know you yet, and yeah, what are you what are you spending your time on today?
Yeah, I'm Oro Bryer. I actually go by the Pittsburgh handle too. Met these guys through Facebook under another acronym or pseudonym, John Liberty. So that's why he calls me John Liberty.
I
But
keep on saying that
yeah,
because you're in my list
that's
with
all
John Liberty.
right. Yeah. But yeah, I've been following Bitcoin. I found Bitcoin randomly, pretty much, in 2009, like the rest of the people that found it back then, just by chance on social media. I think it was on Twitter, or Facebook. Pretty certain it was Twitter because I didn't know anybody really looking at Bitcoin back then on Facebook. And then did read the white paper, was very interested in it, but really didn't have knowledge at that point. And then started running a full node and stuff like that, and got really into economics because of Ron Paul, and started reading the Austrian School of Economics, Murray Rothbard, Hans Hermann Hoppe, those guys, the greats. And then a few years ago, the 2017 bull market, 2018, I saw a lot of people being taken advantage of, and I have a degree in English literature and I like to write, so I was already starting to put my passions together, writing and economics and crypto. And I wrote a couple short books. The first one came out in early 2018 about cryptocurrency to try to, educate the newcomers and to share what I had learned. So the second one came out about a year later, and I've worked helping out, writing for like 15, 20, 25 projects now in the space, and just I enjoy it day to day, and like investing in crypto. So I'm full time crypto now, and it's been a good run. Just all about freedom to me. So this
Yeah, yeah.
space is about freedom to me. So
Yeah, we're in the middle of a bull run. We are moving up. Of course, the as expected, the $50,000 Bitcoin level is giving a little bit of a resistance because it's not for the technical analysis but purely psychological number. So people were expecting a pullback around 50,000, but I do believe we're moving further this year, further up. I mean, new all-time highs. How do you see Bitcoin progressing from here? Is the 1.9 billion from Biden gonna break the camel's back, or how long is the dollar gonna keep it up?
the more I look at this, it's interesting. What's his name? Raul Paul, or whatever his name is.
Rent.
Yeah, he's got a lot of money. He's putting out a lot of stuff about how and we know this, that the United States isn't the only central bank. The Federal Reserve isn't the only central bank printing. So it's interesting, like how long this, know how long it can go on. But I do think that in regards to Bitcoin, that the stimulus is going to just prop up the market a little bit longer. I think they're trying to delay the inevitable crash in the legacy stock market, and it's obviously going to have a major effect in. It's funny how this bull market has been timed with the worst economic crisis in the history of the world. It's almost like Satoshi just had everything down. It's been almost perfectly timed. So I'm with you. I expect us to go higher. I think what's the all time high now? 56,000.
Yeah, I think
Somewhere
58.
58,000. I'm pretty certain that we're gonna run back up there in the next couple weeks probably and give that a test and see if we can get past it. I'd look for that to happen. My target the last couple of years, I put out a video on YouTube a couple of years ago, almost now, that was predicting $65,000 Bitcoin. So I still think I still think that's my target, but I'm pretty confident that we're going to probably head higher now. I didn't anticipate as much institutional investment in the, and I honestly didn't think we would be at this price this early in 2021. I thought this would probably come closer to the end of the year. So who knows? I think six figures honestly could be in the cards for Bitcoin.
Yeah. Well, we have kind of the same vision, and I also, I don't see any downward pressure. I mean, yes, sure, a couple of bitcoins are mined every day, but how many are those? It's not too much. If people like Elon Musk and his friends are getting in, then that is really not an amount to be scared of. So, yeah, I
Right.
also.
If I can say one last thing real quick before
Yeah,
you,
go ahead, sure.
there is some downward sell pressure, whatever you want to call it, from F2 Pool. I don't know if you've been following that, but they've been
Yeah, I've
selling.
seen. Yes, yes, yes.
They've been selling a lot of coins, and I'm not sure how many they're mining today, but some people think that they're mining as many as they're selling. So that would be one reason that we wouldn't go higher. But I just don't think that there's any way that they could be mining. There's no way they can be mining as many as they're selling because there's only 900 new coins mined a day, and some days they're dumping over 2,000, 3,000 plus coins. So they can't do that in perpetuity. So eventually they'll exhaust that, and
Yeah,
the price
okay.
should go up.
Yeah.
Equal.
Yeah. Yeah, I have been. I saw that the F2 pool caused a little bit of downward pressure. That's true. That is, of course, the inflation, even if it's inflation from the past. But it's just not gonna be enough. You can see the crypto coins leaving the exchange, and at some point it's due to just shoot up again. I mean, this is a 50,000 correction level in a way, consolidation level, but with the amount of dollars being printed, I mean, at some point, if everybody just accepts Bitcoin, we don't even need to sell the Bitcoin to buy anything anymore. So, I really don't know why the price would drop a lot. So, yeah.
It's interesting too because Bitcoin's still up. I just looked 49% for the last 30 days, and everyone's like freaking out. It's like people have totally lost perspective, especially the people that they just got in December 14th or whatever when we broke the all-time high of 20,000. They've only known like 150% up Bitcoin, and so they're like they don't know. They don't understand the cycles quite yet and all that stuff. So yeah, I don't think there's any reason to panic yet, especially if you were here in the bear market.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it was my second bear market that I had, but hey, Mr. Liberty, I'm very sorry, but I have to take some liberty for myself. I'm sitting on this chair too long, and I've been drinking too much beers. So please give me 1 minute. I'll be very quick. I'll be back right back.
He's back.
Thank you for your time, sir.
Good.
I managed to get a new Corona, so let's
Ah,
cheers to that. One
Are you
Corona
drink-
per day keeps the doctor away.
Are you drinking with lime?
No, no, no,
No.
no. I'm not so luxurious. I'm happy with just a plain Corona.
I haven't had a drink in like 9 or 10 months now, so
Good job, man. Good job. I had
I
a period
still
in my,
enjoy a little bit of alcohol once in a while, but I just haven't had one in a while.
I've had a period of 2.5 years of non-drinking, but
Wow.
ever since my stream started and the lockdown hit, I am back.
I think the longest I've made it was 18 months or 2 years. It's not bad though.
Good job. Good job.
I can show you this project if you want though.
Yes, please. Let's do that. Let's do it.
Share my screen.
Let's do one more thing because I do raffles on my stream. Every 20 minutes I give away some crypto. So let's take a quick second because the counter is on 0 seconds. So I will give away a prize and then we will go to the coins. I've got 4 participants in this round. Good luck to all 4. I'm going to pick a winner. Let's see who wins it. Freedom Radio, congratulations. Freedom Radio. Let's spin the wheel, see what you won. Here we go. Oh, I need the sound. Here's some sound. 50,000 honk with a multiplier. Jackpot. Honk jackpot is active. 5 times multiplier makes 250,000 honk. Congratulations to the winner. Let's start a new raffle, exclamation mark raffle to participate. And then we will go back to the conversation. Alright, one more click here. Then the sound of we're back. We are back.
Very nice.
Alright, last time we spoke, it was about, what was the name of the coin again? I'm sorry, because you mentioned it already today. I forgot it again.
You're fine. Unfederal residual.
Yes. Unfederal Reserve. It's a great name. I like it.
I love it too. It's one of the things that attracted me to the project. I'll share my screen if you don't mind.
Yeah, go ahead. Please do.
All right. Let's see here. Application. Let's see if this works. Hold on. Sorry, I've never shared a screen on.
Don't worry. We got all the time in the world.
Okay. Can you see my screen?
I can see your screen. I'm not 100% sure if the stream sees the screen. Because it seems like that there's something wrong with the capture. Give me 1 second.
All right.
Here, I need to change the setting. I need to go to your shared screen. Yeah, and now I need to adjust it a little bit. 1 more second.
Sometimes the security preferences are off.
All right, we are looking at your screen.
Beautiful. This is one that I mentioned to Yoshi and Johan on 10 February, and it was a penny and a half, and today it hit its all-time high of 19 cents. So this is one that's been on my radar. Here you can see the date we talked. Here, 10 February. So right about a penny and a half when we spoke. It was way up the market cap list too. Now it's down to 383, up 100 or up 1,420% since since I started looking at it. Yeah, I found it like one of my buddies put this on my radar early February, and I picked some up around a penny. So it's been a good run. You see there's a lot of chop here, and even with this, bearish sentiment the last 10 days, now we're breaking out of that as Bitcoin's back above 50,000. But this chop, it was looking good, and it broke to the upside, and really it's just, taking off. So this is one that's on my radar. It's a B2B bank lending middle market DeFi project. So this market cap when I was looking at it at a penny was under $2 million, and now we're sitting at 52 million. Only 285 million coins in circulation with a 395,802,000 finite supply. So it's an interesting project. It's one that definitely is. It's a token, so it's not one that that you can go out in mind as
Okay,
far as
okay.
I know. But
ERC
this
20.
is one that
ERC 20.
the team has deployed. Correct. Yeah, the team's deployed the tokens, and it's interesting, man. There's so much to look at it, but look on this one. But I did a podcast with the CEO, and
Okay. If you write it in the Skype chat, I will put it in the Twitch chat, and then it's visible on screen. And then they have Then they have a link to your YouTube channel. Everybody that watches it should subscribe, of course, and everybody that's watching us right now should subscribe there. Let me share it. No, I am still looking at your screen. And I don't see. Now I'm looking at a blank, like avatar without avatar. Maybe your webcam is off. Maybe your camera is off. Now I'm going to change it to this one, so we all see you in the stream again. Let me adjust this.
yeah, I didn't turn the camera off. Skype did that.
Skype is terrible, but for the stream it works better than Zoom because
Right.
it has some kind of a plugin, and then it works easier. Let's just say it like that. It's easier for streaming. It works better.
Yeah, it's working just fine. So what other projects are, if you don't mind, I'm not trying to hijack the show or questions, but
No,
what are
go
you
ahead.
looking at? Are you looking at anything new?
Well, just before you were my guest, I had Daniel Daybeck on the show. Daniel Daybeck is the main developer of SafeX Cash. I don't know if you ever heard of that coin.
I've heard of SafeX. I don't know
SafeX,
about
yeah, well, it's the
XCAT.
same. It's the same. They now have SafeX Cash and they have a SafeX token. So but it's SafeX, and they have launched on the 23rd of December. Because I just received the information, so I know it's correct. 23rd of December, they have launched a new client for their blockchain, and they have built a protocol on top of their blockchain that allows people to buy and sell products, and they want to become basically the world marketplace, as they call their project. So with Elon Musk's buy of Dogecoin, I made a nice profit, and I took some money out, and now I bought a new computer that is dedicated for mining SafeX Cash, and that is just a little support for the blockchain. And then I am living in Serbia now. I have moved here because of the Liberland project, and to get a visa in Serbia, I needed a business. So I have started a business which has only lost money since I started it, because I only make it for and I sell cryptos for a living, and I don't really need the the business to make any money. It was just for the visa. But now I'm planning on involving the local community where I live with this SafeX blockchain, because there are many people that are creating art, and I think art is a
Mm-hmm.
great thing to sell on this blockchain. Is you know, everybody can sell cell phone cases, but art is unique,
Right.
and yeah, I would like to put a lot of unique items for sale for SafeX Cash. So that is what I've been moving into slowly, let's say it like that. And now the computer was being built today, if it's everything is correct. So tomorrow I will meet the people, because I'm living in a rental house. So I don't want to put a miner here, because you don't know how long you stay. So I found a friend, and we're gonna put the miner with him, and then share the profits in a way. And it for me, it's not so much about mining and making money. It's a positive way of involving locals with blockchain, and I really see with the SafeX blockchain a great way to explain people what crypto money is, because nobody knows still, you know.
Right, I admire that. That's we have similar interests in getting people involved. I'm curious, are they already doing NFTs and stuff on? Is that what you're talking about? Are you talking about NFTs in particular? Or are you talking about physical art as well?
Both possible. NFT is also possible. Yes. Yeah.
Nice.
But I am gonna focus on the real physical art,
Yeah,
mostly paintings.
I'm more of a fan of the tangible. Like the one hanging on the wall.
I heard that the Neon Cat meme was sold for 300 bitcoins, Ethereum this week. You heard about that?
I heard about some crazy NFT prices. I saw one for like 6 million or something. Is that the one you're talking
I
about?
think it was 300 Ethereum. No, 6 million is too much. It was more like 300,000 that it went for. The 6
I
million must
saw
have been
another.
something different.
Yeah, there's some crazy buyers coming in. It's insane for these art projects. I never thought that the NFTs would get so big. I'm not anti NFT, but I don't know. I don't like we said. I'm more into like the physical art that I can hang on my wall and enjoy. I don't really quite understand the digital. Nothing against it or anything. It's just not for me. So,
Yeah.
but if I can make $1 million off of one,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
maybe
Well,
I need to.
I think you in terms of property rights, I can see a future where your fridge or your, let's just keep it on fridge. I can say oven and all these other, but let's say fridge. Your fridge will have a small display, and then you can put neon cat in your fridge, and something, I don't know, but
Already have some of those the refrigerators. Actually, they have digital displays, like the really the top line ones. They are doing that already. So you're right. It's gonna be possible where you just plug your USB in, or you just send it straight to your refrigerator, and then you can have your NFT. I'm sure somebody's already done it.
yeah,
You
stuff
know,
like that. So
it's a
so
good idea.
I can see things being used like that. And then if I want a neon cat on my fridge, then I need to pay zero point 0.1 Ethereum to the NFT owner, right? Because he holds the
Yeah, you're
right.
right. In, in regards to property, 100%. It's easy to transfer, just for all the same reasons that crypto is good. The only thing is you got to have a buyer on the other end. It's not fungible. So
Yes, yes.
that's the only thing
But that's
about
with
art,
all
you know?
art in a way, you know. I mean, I have
Right.
some. They always say, "Oh, a Van Gogh is so much millions." Yeah, well, that's until they all sell at the same time, and then the price plummets, you know. And
Right.
that's with all art in a way. So, but it's interesting to see, and yeah, I personally, I really don't care about NFTs and all that stuff. I'm not into that. I'm not into in crypto for that reason. But it's nice to see that people are having fun with it, and yeah, that it's being used. That's what I like. That people are using blockchain for something that makes their life better, and
Absolutely.
that's what I like to see.
It's the whatever the application is that improves your life. Your life is what you know. So that's what freedom is to me. So if these artists can make money doing this and support their families and have a life where they don't have to go to a cubicle every day and be miserable, more power to them. I think it's great.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, exactly. So what I'm trying to do, or what I'm planning, because first I want to end this stream in a way. I'm probably not gonna make my funding goal, and then I'll kind of end it, and then I will start something new. So I'm on the brink of trying something new again. I did a year of streaming. It was a lot of fun, but I have a short time span of focus. After some time I'm done with something, and then I just get bored and I need to find something new. So, and
It's good to try new stuff.
I think with the leadership of the world today, and with that I kind of mean Biden being president, I I see how speaking out your reality is going to be more and more difficult in the future. And yeah, well, I'm just not really up for that challenge. I don't have the motivation to go that far in a way. I always, I don't have discipline, Mr. Liberty. So I always go for something, but then when it gets serious, I back out again. And that's kind of what is happening with the streaming. In 1 year, I got over 500 followers, and now whenever I go live, there's like 10 people watching. But yeah, well, I'm done with it. The fun is done, and yeah, well, time for something
You
new.
don't want you don't want to be a martyr either, though. You don't want to be the sacrificial lamb. You know,
Well,
it's
I feel like
nice you
so,
don't want to get slaughtered.
sorry. Can you repeat yourself?
Yeah, I was saying that it's nice to be out like we are promoting freedom, but you don't want to become a martyr or a sacrificial lamb or whatever. At the same time, you don't want to be the one that takes everybody's
Yeah,
the beating on social media or wherever. Like we're talking about, like
yeah,
people just being insane. So I
yeah.
understand.
I can tell. I don't know. I don't think I told you yet, but 3 years ago, I had a moment of 1 minute in my life that I worked for 10 years to get to that minute. It was a moment with Liberland, and I could have made a lot of dollars while it was being filmed. And especially that last part, the media was on my side, right? They wanted me to be their puppet, basically. And I was very close in making that. And then today, a lot of things would have been different because people just follow money. If they would have seen me make $100 million donation, then everybody wants to be friends with $100 million guy. So, but
Right.
I'm very glad that I missed out because I would have lost my freedom in a way. The media would have controlled my life. I would have, uh, you know, if I look at what can be achieved with media today, if I see with the coronavirus how people are scared and manipulated by media, then I think I should be very glad to not be in that game because I would have been very weak. The media would have controlled my life, and public opinion would have been very easily influenced. If I would have done something wrong, they release some story of something bad about me, and everybody would have hated me. So I'm glad with the choices I made, and yeah, it's just that it could have all been a lot bigger, but it's not, and I'm in a way grateful for it. So I'll live with the reality of today. I have to accept that that one moment where I could have made a difference, I didn't, and so I'm just a small player now, and I like to, you know, get new people involved, and that's what I'm gonna focus on for the next couple of months, and just have simple conversations. I don't have a lot of technical knowledge, so just simple conversation about why would you be interested in blockchain, and talk with people about that. So yeah,
I think that's how we win, though. I mean, that's what people like you and I have been doing for the last, I
yeah,
mean,
8 years,
12 years.
yeah,
Yeah, it's just really just even as little as posting on Twitter or a simple tweet or Facebook or whatever your means, or even like I used to like slide it into conversations at the checkout line.
yeah, yeah, of course.
Just like, hey, have you heard about Bitcoin?
You every
Things
time
like
here,
that.
you want to pay cash or card? I said, well, do you already accept Bitcoin? No, we don't accept Bitcoin. I said, okay, then we do cash. Then we do cash.
See, yeah, you know what I'm talking
Yeah, yeah,
about.
yeah.
So it's like that's how we win in the long run. And look at what's already happening, man. I mean, Bitcoin broke $1 billion market cap, and now we're at 1.6 trillion or something like that. So
Yeah,
I mean, it's getting real here. So I think
for
it
sure.
just represents the whole space. It represents freedom to me, like the whole space, like and all these DeFi protocols, like you mentioned that they're just sponsoring my podcast, Cheesecake Swap. They're a new AMM yield farming, uh, protocol. So I locked up the coins that they gave me for 90 days as like a show of like trust or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of rug pulls and stuff in DeFi, and you have to worry about that. But like everybody knows the risk when they get into DeFi. So
Yeah.
I don't think anybody's really yield farming that doesn't understand that there's rug pulls and there's a lot of these rug pulls and people doing nefarious things in DeFi. It's just like the ICO boom. A lot of these things will wash away in the bear market, and but some of these things will survive, and it might not even be the one that you're in, but something modeled in the same way will survive and end up being like something. That's just the way it works. So, if you're not willing to get into these things and test them out, it's like, maybe it's not for the early adopters, or not for the people that aren't early adopters, but the early adopters, like that's, like right now I'm getting like a 1,600% APR. That's like 17, it's multiple percent a day, I think, at this point. So it's like, you can't hate that. And depending on how much you put into, like on the one, it's like 500%. That's like 17.8% a day. I did the math. It's like you can't you give it. If these work, they work. If they don't, they don't. So
Well, it's for a big part, of course, the team that makes it then happen. They all make the same promise, but not all the people are the same. So
absolutely,
it will work out different. And in a way, you have to be a little bit lucky that you find the right team of people. Because the idea can be great, but it's in the end, although they call it decentralized finance, there is a leader, project leader, right? And it's very depending on how those people handle it. For example, the sushi swap is now broken because a sushi chef dumped his coins, right? So
well, that was the first one they relaunched, and it turned out all right. But the one that this is like modeled more after is called Pancake Swap, and it's over $1 billion market cap. So, I mean, you get, like you said, it's all about. I did a phone call with these guys. There was like 4 of them on there. We had a conversation. They seemed trustworthy, but you don't know them like that intimately. So, like I said, I tell everybody straight up, that I got some coins from them to sponsor my podcast. I'm forward about everything. So I just want everyone to know the risk when they get into things like that. But yeah, it's interesting because I mean, $1 billion market cap on something that just launched, within the last year is crazy.
yeah.
And this one, only has like a quarter billion or a $250,000 right now, total value locked. So it's very new. It launched last week. So, I'm into everything. Obviously, Bitcoin's the store of value, in my opinion. And I know you're into Bitcoin Cash, and I'm also into like privacy coins and stuff. I'm interested in everything in this space. The maximalists just drive me crazy, man.
Yeah.
I can't stand these people.
Terrible.
And it was weird because when I announced it, I was getting the sponsorship talking about people like losing their mind. I had like some clout chasers. Like one person in particular was like asking me like, why would you do this? It runs on Binance chain. And these are like people that are into Chainlink. They're not even like, I guess they're into Ethereum too. I didn't even know how interested in Ethereum they were, but they were like, I like broke these people's heart or something. It was so strange. I was like, I had no idea. I was tweeted back. I was like, I had no idea that you had this much concern for what I do. It's like, it's like a little bit strange.
Why are you bothered?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Swervy Cap in the chat has a comment. He says, "Maximalist is not sustainable."
100% agree with that.
What do you think about Ethereum 2.0? Let me ask you that.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm like. I'm not gonna wait around for efficient voluntary exchange. Like I'm in this for capitalism. I'm in it for the most efficient voluntary exchange I can, and I want decentralization. But Binance Chain has like 21 nodes or something like that. I mean, it's highly centralized compared to Ethereum, but Ethereum 2.0 should have, in my opinion, been ready for this. I mean, we all knew this. I mean, you and I, we knew this bull market was coming. So why weren't they ready? Why didn't they launch this sooner? Why weren't they working harder to make it? It's not my job to wait around for them. That's the way I basically, responded to these people. I mean, I hope Ethereum does scale because I love Ethereum. I think it's great, but I'm not. It's pricing the average person out of the market, in DeFi, and you want to use these protocols where you're getting these crazy gains and take these risks, you can't even, the average person can't pay $50, $100 gas fees, $200 gas fees on Ethereum. So I'm willing to give up a little bit of decentralization for, a more efficient market right now. So that's the way I look at it.
Interesting. Yeah. Yeah, personally, I think I already shared it with you. My vision is that regardless of any chain scaling, it will never be enough. It will just not be enough. We need different chains for different purposes, and there's just going to be a huge market for many protocols because there's so much data to be transferred, and yeah, in a P2P way on the blockchain, decentralized, it's just highly inefficient, and yeah, we need a lot of those chains to deliver us all that data, So the maximalists, like SwervyCap says, it's just not sustainable. I don't see how you can be promoting only Bitcoin today because you must have minimum of 1,000 Bitcoin to do that. Nobody will do that, I mean, anybody with a bright mind is not gonna make a fool of himself like that. But that's my opinion. I don't know.
I put out a tweet about that the other day. It's like interesting. To me, if you peel back the Bitcoin layer to the substrate, it's like it's anarcho-capitalist. It's not Bitcoin maximalist.
Mm-hmm.
It was always about capitalism and voluntary exchange and freedom and Austrian economics to me. And I think the majority of people that were in there in the beginning felt this way. But somewhere along the line, it was sort of co-opted by a handful of people. I think most of us probably know who those are. People that wrote, a book or things like that, and they kind of changed the narrative. But yes, I see it the same way as you. We're gonna have all these independent chains. Like you said, this stuff is always in a process of scaling. These chains will have to scale themselves, but that's why I'm so bullish on Chainlink, is because it's going to be the middleware project that connects all of these blockchains, and the maximalists are just going to die off, in my opinion. They're just going to look like even more ridiculous than they do now. To me, they look just like they're clowns to me. Honestly, they are. I mean, it's like they're not looking for more freedom and economic growth for the world. It's all about them, in my opinion. They're just trying to pump their bags. So I think we see things, a lot of these things in the same way.
SwervyCap asks, sorry for my ignorance, but who is the guest? You already gave a small introduction, but maybe for SwervyCap.
R.L. Bryer is my name. I go by Pittsburgh Hodler also on Twitter and stuff, at rbryer23.
Can you share a link to your book that you wrote about? I'll forward it to the chat, and they can buy your book.
I wrote 2 short books. They're both on my website. They're both around 50 pages. I just sent Yoshi the link. So
let me share it.
I do a podcast also called the Viris and Numerous Podcast. The audio version only is on my website, but you can find the video too on YouTube. I do a daily or a vlog a few times a week called Bryer's Bits. It's my last name. It's a play on words. And did the 88th episode of that yesterday, and I got a ton of videos on YouTube and written, for a lot of projects, and just write about our, Austrian economics and freedom.
Swervy, now you know. I give away crypto money on my stream. We got another 20 minutes done, so let's do one more raffle, and then we're slowly gonna work towards an end. I don't know yet how the end is gonna look like, but slowly work towards an end.
I'm the last guest today on the show.
Yes, kind of. I am going to forward the stream to the Freedom Radio episode. I built the entire show around you because you were my first guest to set a time, and then I try to find the rest of the people around that. So let's do a quick raffle. I got 4 participants in this round. Good luck to all 4. I'm gonna pick a winner. AWG. Congratulations, not the first prize today. Let's see what you want this time. I'm gonna spin the wheel. .1 Cyfrog with a multiplier of 8 makes 0.8 Cyfrog. 0.8 Cyfrog. Cyfrog, the stable coin that is not stable. Exclamation mark Cyfrog for more information. Let me start another raffle. It is getting towards the end, but that's okay. That's okay. Confirm. Oh, something is going wrong. Sometimes.
Which program do you use for that?
Streamlabs.
Okay.
Yeah. It's okay. It's okay. It works, you know. So, sometimes.
Funny, I have all these videos that I've made, but I haven't done a lot of live streams.
I like the live stream because it's pure. Let's say it like that. You know, there is no edit, and that makes it real in a way.
Well, the one vlog I did was called No Edits Crypto. I agree with you. I just never went live. I want to get into that more, so that's why I was curious what you're using.
Well, I like the Streamlabs. It's very simple in a way. It's not so difficult to use. There is also, I'm now looking into this project. I'm not sure if I can find it now. I need to, let me see if I can get the name. It was a project they have built. I don't know now. I'm not gonna find it. I already know. They have built a streaming service through Linux, which is basically uncensorable, and it's interesting. I don't know yet if I'm gonna connect with it, but I do. You know, I need a new computer for this streaming because it crashes sometimes. It's not strong enough, and a lot of frustrations. So I'm looking at that, and yeah, it's a little bit too technical, but at the same time I should just invest some time, and then I know, right? So
it's tough. Time is scarce.
the problem with the Twitch is, especially for a person like me, I am spreading misinformation according to every government except for the Liberland government. You know, so I am Yoshi Livo from Liberland, and I think at some point my account is going to be blocked just because of that. So, you know, I don't know. I'm not willing to go there. I'm not willing to get blocked. And to get all this shit. And I think this is a nice time for me to quit the streaming in a way. I can get invited by some people. I can stream sometimes, but I'm just not going to invest all this time in telling everybody that COVID is fake and they are all debt slaves. I'm done with that. You know, the struggle and the fight has been going on since forever, and yeah, with the Bitcoin above 50,000, I feel like my time is a little bit over. So that's just my feeling, my opinion. I don't know.
You'll be back on my show here shortly. I'm gonna have you back on again.
Yeah, sure. You can, like I said, I like to talk with people and I talk about crypto and stuff, but with the right people. And the problem is you're very vulnerable in a live stream because you get a couple of trolls and they just say a couple of bullshit things and try to break the spirit. And I've had it a couple of times. It's just what to say about it. You know, I'm done with it. I don't need it in my life, and so fuck it. Fuck it.
You'll be happy for you. It'll be good to clear your mind for a while, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think the same. I also think so. Is there something?
Are you ready to keep going on Freedom Radio with Johan or no?
Well, I was just gonna ask you, is there something that you would like to share to the stream? Because I have just started a new clock, so basically we got another 15 minutes.
No, I mean, I can say goodbye here in a second. I was just wondering if, are you gonna continue doing the show with him, or are you gonna?
Yes, I am now going to, when our conversation is done, then I am going to redirect my stream to Johan's stream, and I am going to join in on his conversation. And I am sure, I told him about it, so you are also welcome in this conversation, and we can continue to talk there if you like that.
I mean, after today, you're talking about winding down your streaming. I didn't know if you were going to continue doing the show after
No.
today.
I'm also gonna quit the Freedom Radio with Johan. I'm
No, I'll let you guys do your thing today. I appreciate the invite. I have somewhere I got to be. I got to meet some family here in a little bit. But
okay,
yeah,
cool.
I definitely want to talk to you today. I always enjoy talking to you.
Well, I'm very grateful that you were on the show. I had, yeah, good chat, basically, good chat, and I will keep you up to date about my progress. You know, I'm not leaving, I'm not dying, but it's just that I'm a little bit. Maybe I'm disappointed in that I didn't manage to sell my Liberland points, and yeah, well, I don't know. I need a little break. It's been a little bit too much maybe since the Corona outbreak. It's the world's so crazy. I'm just not. You know, I want to feel real life instead of just talking to webcams about non-existing viruses. You know.
I had to get out today and walk my dog to clear my mind. I understand it,
Yeah.
man. I really do.
Yeah.
It's good to get outside and just enjoy life, like you said. We spend too much time in front of these screens, and that's part of that's part of the plan too. I think.
Yeah, exactly. I want to live out in the world and enjoy the sun and see nice people that live near me instead of, you know, I've got nothing against this conversation, but I want to be closer to the reality in a way. So I'm going to take a little break, and that's how I see it. So, all right.
I'm sure you'll still be in crypto.
Of course, yeah. Well, I refuse to use a bank account, so I'm gonna be without one for hopefully the rest of my life. You know,
That's what my buddy said. It was in the Patreon, and my Patreon, one of my patrons, he said, yeah, Yoshi, I give that guy a lot of respect, man, for not having a bank account. He was like, that guy's a legend, or something, you know, to that effect. I was like, yeah, he's pretty awesome. You've been able to accomplish that.
Yeah, I see that as my profit in a way, and you know, I might not have endless trunks of money because I went with the wrong shit coins over time, you know, but I can manage my life. I haven't worked in 7 years, and the goal for me is to change the system. And there's gonna be elections in Netherlands soon. You know, people vote. I vote with my wallet. That is my phrase. Vote with your wallet. Buy crypto. And yeah, I do think over time it will happen. You know, although majority of people today is not ready for it, man. I cannot believe it. 50,000 Bitcoin, and they still call it the pyramid scheme. You know,
Yeah.
what's going on with these people? How, is it the Stockholm syndrome or what? What's go? Yeah, I don't know, but
Intellectually lazy people, they're just never going
I
to
guess,
get it. We
yeah.
don't worry about the ones that aren't.
The thing is, I'm from Netherlands, and in the Netherlands, let's say 90% of people is like that. Here in Serbia, 10% of people is like that, and that is, yeah, you see that in society, it makes a huge difference. These, you know, the people in Netherlands just blindly follow what's in the newspaper, and they don't think. And then maybe a last quote to end the show. Bitcoin was at 58,000, and then one day it fell back to 44 or something like that. Within 10 minutes, mainstream Dutch news released Bitcoin crashes. I'm sorry, but 6 months ago we were on 10,000. Now we are on 44, and you are going to tell your people that we crashed? You know what? What? So yeah, it's just I'm getting so tired from the bullshit narrative of the oppressors, and you know I don't want to participate in that society anymore. I'm gonna make my own community here, you know.
100% agree
And I'm
with you,
gonna
bro.
start with just myself sitting in the grass, and I don't care about anybody else.
Peace of mind.
Yeah,
Let me know when you chop this up. I'll spread it across my
for
channels.
sure. You will get it tonight. You will get it tonight.
Okay. All right. It was a pleasure, man. I appreciate you. I know you got to get on the Freedom Radio show. Tell Johan I said hi.
Will do, Mr. Liberty. I'm very grateful for your presence today. I enjoyed our conversation a lot. I wish you a good luck with everything that it is you are doing. Let's stay in touch and learn about each other's mistakes a little bit. I'd love to hear from you again in the future. So thanks for today. I'm gonna end the anniversary stream, and yeah, I guess that's it.
Talk to you soon, brother.
Ciao, ciao.
Ciao.